Hey everybody, Dr. Heather here. Happy last week of May as we get ready to go into another full month of being locked down with trying to save ourselves from getting sick from COVID-19. I wanted to give you guys an update on where we are. So a couple of things going on. I have up until now, so it's Monday morning at about 11:30, graded all of the things that have been submitted to Western Online up until last night. I am attaching to an email a spreadsheet that contains the list of everything that I have recorded for you grade-wise up until that point. It also contains a breakdown of how the grades are going to be calculated. So it includes all of the discussion board postings up through week 6, and from then on out, we don't have any additional ones. It includes your multiple choice exam 1 and exam 2, and a lot of you haven't taken the second exam yet. It includes essay 1 and essay 2, and either the fieldwork component or film review based on whether or not you had completed the field work beforehand or not. So it's a running scale, a little bit different than what we had originally thought out of 300 possible points. So take a look at that when I send it to you via email. There'll also be attachment on Western Online underneath this video post talking about that as well. And if there are any problems with it, you see any errors or mistakes, just shoot me an email and let me know. I am still accepting late work without penalty because this has just been crazy stressful for everybody. So I would really, really encourage you to just to get something done, right? For those of you who don't have, if you don't have a passing grade in the class, I'm going to go ahead and issue an incomplete for it and give you an opportunity over the summer. And I think it's until the 4th week of the fall semester to get in contact with me and make up any work that way. One last thing, I have added an assignment. So Susan Beck and a couple of other of you people who have been finished, in order to be able to get to a 300-point scale instead of a 290-point scale. I am attaching at the bottom an editorial that came out in the New York Times yesterday. So here's the paper version of it, and you will, of course, get the digital version of it, which kind of links what we've been talking about in terms of magic and religion and shamanism and worldview with what's been going on in the world. And so it talks about, it's a lovely editorial. The title is a little thought-provoking, which is one of the reasons that I picked it. But then when I read it, I was like, wow, this is applicable to what we've been doing. So the editorial is called "When Lockdown Resembles an LSD Trip." And I think here what you can do is you can link perhaps your own personal experiences during the lockdown that we've all been experiencing to what we've read about how many worldviews and religions use psychedelics to kind of pop us open as humans, right? So I know personally this trip right now, this last month and going into another month, actually 6 weeks going into another 4 weeks, has been full of up and downs, right? So lots of really lovely good time with my people, especially once my daughter Willow returned from Germany and then is out of self-quarantine. Just really grateful for that, but it's also hard, right? I mean, it's hard not to get depressed about the state of the world. So what I would like you to do for your final assignment is just to reflect on, in a page or two, I'm going to call this the COVID diary entry, how this trip has been in some way or another, some type of spiritual journey, and whether or not it reflects kind of the mind openingness or the heart openingness that we've been talking about throughout different religious and cosmological views. So that's where we are. Yeah, it's Monday and the sun was actually out this morning. It was really, it was reassuring to know that the sun is out and it's not raining and all of that. So look for an email. Shoot me an email if you have any problems. Most of you are doing really, really well in the class. And for those of you who are concerned for whatever reasons, reach out and get in touch with me. So keep washing your hands. Remember to get a mask. You're going to have one of those by May 1st if you're going to uh, move anywhere in Illinois. And be well. Okay.